Brandon? What are you doing today? There's my arms. Here, let me scoot it back just a smidge, just for a minute. There's that better. Did that sound weird? No, not really. I've heard a lot weirder. What's up, Trevor? I've just been kind of putzing around the shop today, tinkering with the laser, and I got a couple of stickers in the mail. What's up, Joseph? What microphone did I go with? I got the, which by the way, is it coming through all right? Because one time I didn't hook it up until after I started the live, and apparently it doesn't work that way. But I got the Hollyland Lark M2, I think it's called, for mobile, which you can get the ones that have the receiver that's USB-C or whatever it is. And the one I got is for the lightning connector, because that's what my phone is. Hey, Amy, how are you doing? That mushroom of yours was freaking awesome. I mean, I don't know how you do it. I know how you do it, but I don't know how you do it. It's just, especially with the LED light coming up through the bottom of it, that was really cool. Gone through 2 sets of not so great ones. Need to just get a good one. Yeah, Hollyland. I believe Hollyland is what BV uses. It comes. The one I got has the charging case. That's where the receiver goes, and it's plugged into the phone. And I can plug my phone in and charge my phone while it's plugged in too. So my phone won't go dead. But it comes with 2 microphones. I normally just usually wear one. If my wife joins me, I give her the other. But yeah. Hollyland Lark M2 is the one that I got. And I like it. It does a lot better than the cheap $15 ones I got, the first set, which they worked okay, but the sound was muffled, and it sounded like I was being strangled under a pillow, suffocated, with a pillow. Yeah, that's what it sounded like. So I decided to spend a little more money and get the Hollyland ones, which are got a magnet on the back of it. You can pretty much put it anywhere. But yeah, I got Miss Francis's sticker, and I just got Sunny's sticker in the mail a few minutes ago. So now I have a big old donkey on my board. Maybe I'll send you a bottle of wine. Yeah, she is just pure amazing talent. I did these 3 pyrographies last night. I did that one, did that one, and that one. And I still have to add a few things to that first one, and then stain and all that stuff. Today I've been working on my wife's, since her last day of work is Friday, and she's going to be home a lot and probably doing crochet stuff. I figured I better finish her crochet lazy Kate little tote box thing. So that'll be really cool because she'll tote it around to our markets and stuff, and maybe some of the other crafters there where I ask about it, where she got it, and tell them, hey, well, no, I built it, and maybe they'll commission me to make them one. So, all right, James, enjoy your meeting, man. What's up, Kevin? What's up, Beard Grooves? So I have a question. It seems like just about every channel has a gimmick. And by gimmick, I mean, say, like, Bearded Viking has his buttons. And now I noticed that, like Ramon has his gong. And Vinny, I noticed, has that little rubber chicken thing. And I'm sitting here trying to think, all right, all that is so much fun. What can I do? What could be my gimmick? I mean, yeah, I have this silly Vice thing, but I need to think of something. And my wife is usually really good at thinking that stuff up, and I haven't asked her yet, but she's usually really good at thinking up silly stuff to do. Stuff that's just fun. Maybe I'll ask her tonight. Like, because the very first picture, because we met on eHarmony, in the very first picture she texted me, and it was a test, and I knew it was a test, to see if I could handle her level of goofy and silly. It was her dressed up as Flava Flav for Halloween. And, yeah. So I texted her back a picture of me as Wreck-It Ralph. Test passed. Thing is, she'd already seen it because I actually put that on my profile. But yeah, I was curious what y'all might think. If y'all had any ideas, something goofy that I could add to the channel, just to have fun. Make it some kind of noise maker thing, or I thought, maybe an air horn, but that's too loud. I'll scare the oldies, and I don't want to blow everybody's eardrums out. Punk off the Bice baby. Well, I can't really do that anymore since that's BV's second favorite button. He loves to sing it. I know it's me and it's my thing, but I don't want to do anything similar to that. Feels like I'm leeching off of it or robbing it or whatever. Yeah, it doesn't have to make noise, but the noise making stuff is fun. I mean, that's just the nature of it. And like Van, he has his what's going on? Bobby builds it. Van has his 3 sayings that he ends with just about every night. And, I usually say, take care of yourselves and take care of each other or whatever. And I don't know. I was just trying to think of something fun and goofy. Nothing crazy. But dance like Rob. No, I ain't dancing. No. Dancing ain't happening for me. Sorry. First of all, I can't dance. And what dance I can do is probably not very smart. This fly, oh, it just landed on my straw. Dadgummit, now that's nasty. This is a big old joker too. He almost went in the straw. If you put too much thought into it, then it won't be natural. Let it come to. Yeah, I know. I'm not trying to like be in super deep thought or anything, but an emergency trip to Florida and it's back 10 hours. What's up, Barry? Yeah, I don't want to put too much thought into it. It'll come to me. Like I said, I'll ask the wife when she gets home. She usually comes up with great ideas. Well, then I might get a copyright strike. So I got to be careful with that goofy stuff too. They'll demand I take the video down or whatever. I mean, I'm not monetized yet, so they can't really strike me. But yeah, I mean, I'm still going to do the advice by the Vice thing, even though some newbie to, I mean, he even said he's brand new to making content. And he's sitting there trying to educate me on how the algorithm works and how, the shorts work. And he's like, I almost swiped past your thing. And I'm like, well, I kind of wish you would have, but here we are. And he's like, your intro is too long. And it's the intro that I thought was funny and everything. And I asked people what they thought. And a bunch of people said, yes, please use it or whatever. And he was like, I almost swiped past, and your retention rate's probably terrible. And which thing is, I get more views on those shorts than I do on any of the others. So yeah, I was nice and courteous to the dude. I was like, look, that's like that accounts for maybe 5% of the shorts I put up. This is, geared towards it's a theme. It's a themed uh, thing that I do for the subscribers and my friends, and just go away. Do your own thing, bro. It's just like, and he's talking about how new he is, and he's a new content creator. I'm like, well, then you don't have any expertise or any kind of like reason to be teaching me anything. And he wasn't even commenting with his main channel. The channel he commented with had no content and like one subscriber. So I'm just like, I didn't get mad about it. I just kind of laughed at it. Like, what the heck is this dude talking about? And the intro's 8 seconds. I'm sorry, but if your attention span can't last 8 seconds, then that's a you problem. Yeah, well, it's too late now, Amy. I'm just not going to use the straw. I've been trying to. It's just one fly that got in here. I opened the door earlier, and he's a big old joker. Y'all probably see him fly around every now and then. He's so big, I might ask him, like, hey, do my taxes or something, bro. Like, start charging him rent. But yeah, I was like, I know exactly how the algorithm works, my man. This is a themed uh, series that I'm doing as a joke. I don't care about how many views it gets. It's about the you know it's about the joke and the camaraderie with my friends and stuff that think it's funny. And you get rid of the long intro, man. How about you just not watch it? What's up, Wayne? Wayne No No. Yeah, still got his training wheels on, telling me how to ride a bike. Yeah, like, dude barely has his driver's permit, but he's going to teach me how to race in NASCAR. Like, shut up, dude. Go away. But ain't no big deal. I ain't really that worried about it. It didn't. It wasn't. It didn't really come across rude or anything like that. It's just he's just trying to show off how much he thinks he knows about YouTube and the internet and the algorithm and stuff, without even asking what the content's really about and what it's for. So it's just, just one of the few pompous, arrogant people out there that think they know everything. No big deal. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, exactly, Barry. Like, I don't care. I mean, if I, that's why I got said on the interview with Deland and Rusty. It's like, I don't. Would I like to be monetized one day and maybe grow the channel? Yeah, but I'm just gonna. I'm just more of the thought that if it happens, it happens. I'm not really gonna push super hard for it. I'm not gonna set myself up for disappointment. I'm just here to have fun, have a good time, and support other people. I mean, that's what I'm all about. I don't. If you take this stuff too seriously, it's going to become a job. It's going to become monotonous and stressful. And no, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do that to myself. Next one, we just scrapped the YMCA dance. What's up, Ken? Once I reach 100 subs, I got to stop watching YouTube for hours and hours a day. Introducing myself. Yeah, exactly. Because that's what we do. When we were going in everybody's lives, it's just us constantly saying hi to each other all day long. That's really what it is. But it's fun. But that's really all it amounts to is we're all just saying hi to each other all day long. It's like some people have said, if you're watching content, you're not making content. I almost got him. And I asked, there was a guy that had a really awesome idea at the market I went to this Saturday, and he had his creation out there and showed it to me and showed me how it works, and it was just brilliant. And I emailed a friend of his who's in the same woodworking group because I didn't get his information. I'm going to see if he'll let me do a video on it, and I'll put the link up because he sells the plans for it. So maybe he'll let me do a video. I don't want any commission off of it. I don't want any of that, but maybe I can sell some of his plans for him and get him. I mean, I think it's that good of an idea, but he actually has a patent on it. And yeah, if I can help him sell some plans and I can make a video and get some views, hey, win-win. No, I never boxed, and I'm not gonna throw a haymaker at a fly. That was just a back slap. Yeah, yeah. It becomes stressful and doesn't pay the bills. It ain't worth the time. It just ain't worth it. Yep. The connections and the real audience are superior to the views. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel about it, Barry. I'm content with that. And that's where the real happiness with this lies. It ain't with the numbers. It's with the people. What's up, Suzanne? That's who I need in my shop right now is Suzanne to help me kill this damn fly. Because she can smack, like I said, she can smack a wasp out of the air with a chainsaw. She can sure get this fly. Wayne, no, no. Yeah, I just thought I'd pop on for a little bit, chill out while this paint's drying on my wife's thing I'm making her, and she's not going to be home for at least another 3 hours, maybe something like that. She's got some kind of meeting or something. Then I had to go and get a new laptop yesterday because my other laptop was 12 years old and had no protection and only 8 gigs of RAM, so it was having trouble running the laser engraver. So it's like, well, time to upgrade. If I show up to your shop, I'll lose audio. I'll lose. No, I won't lose audio. I mean, if I get Ramon in here, he'll break the whole stream. What's up, Sonny? I got your sticker today, my man. Thank you for that kind letter and the stickers. I'm already got you on my board and on my toolbox. You took up my last spot on the side of my toolbox. And I'll be doing a mail call short on it either today or tomorrow. But I got Miss Francis's last night, but I'm gonna have to erase my message on the board and lower it or something because the board's already about half full. And it wasn't but a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, I got my first sticker. I mean, it's crazy. Ramon, does he have his voice back? It was pretty. Yeah, I texted him um, Saturday, and he was still real sick, strep throat, still had a fever, still feeling pretty bad. So, uh, yeah, he was in rough shape. I need to check on him again, see how he's doing. But can I do that on my iPad? I don't know if I have iMessage with him or not. I do. All right. We'll see if he responds. I hope he's feeling better though. I miss Susan. How are you doing? Hey, congrats again on that chair that Moyot made. That thing was awesome. I'm glad you won that. What's going on, Rusty? John? Yeah, because I was sitting there looking at that chair, and Moyot's $140, $150, or something like that. And I'm thinking, I know what he made that chair out of, but I kind of hope I don't win it because I don't think it's fat kid friendly. So if I had won it, I was going to give it to somebody else because I don't think it would have held me. Not saying Moyot's work ain't good and it won't hang strong enough, but I'm a big guy, so I mean it's such a cool design. That was awesome, and he spent a lot of time making that thing too. So I think he spent like the whole week prepping the wood for it, getting everything ready, everything pre-drilled to where all they had to do Saturday was assemble it. But yeah, it was a really cool build, and I think me and Van, he, I know he's doing his giveaway for 500 subscribers on this coming Saturday, and I can't remember if he said he wanted to do a collab with me Saturday or or what. I know we're going to be doing one soon, but I haven't a clue what we're going to do. I need to call him. Do I use SketchUp? I use ketchup sometimes, but I've never heard of SketchUp. What is SketchUp? Design software for making plans. Oh, okay. Well, oh gosh. Yes, Mom. Everybody, Teresa Jones is my mother, in case you didn't already know. Uh, well, that's embarrassing. Amanda likes me in light blue more than any color, so, and I just ordered some shirts to put my logo on for the markets, and they're royal blue. So, yeah. I know my mom rocks, dude. My mom's awesome. She's she's the best. Wayne. And yeah, sorry if I'm sounding like all monotone or whatever. I'm still trying to get over this stupid headache crap that I've had the past couple of days. It I tend to lose train of thought and I can't think of the right words and stuff like that. So if I stop mid sentence, just bear with me. But yeah, moms are the best. And yeah, I'm going out there Sunday. I was going to come out there Thursday, Mom, but it looks like it's going to rain. But I'm going to come out Sunday instead. Probably bring Amanda with me, and that way y'all can visit and hang out, and I can go outside and work on y'all's porch railing and stuff that guy messed up and didn't do right. Oh, it's a spinal cord thing, beard. Uh, I take magnesium quite often. I even do Epsom salt baths, and I have the magnesium spray stuff for the muscle spasm. Now, it's something different. It's a neurological issue. Basically, it's spinal cord damage in my neck from C3 to C6, and it flares up every couple weeks. But it's all good. Yeah, hey mom, there's one name that you would like is Happy Ass Woodworks. That's Sonny, and he's got an awesome channel. He does great stuff, but I know you would love the name of that channel is Happy Ass. Yeah, there you go. I didn't think to do that. Oh crap! I meant to. It's too late now. I gotta send Steve some wood. I sent Soldier Farms some sycamore and cedar, and I gotta send Steve some sycamore and cedar. And I tried that pirate ship. Yeah, that's the way to go. If you're shipping anything, yeah, that's the way to go. Because normally it would have cost me probably 30 something dollars, maybe $40 to ship what I did to Jim, and it was 15. Yeah, or Shippo. But I just looked at that and I was like, there ain't no way. And then I typed it in on UPS's website and did all the, to get the price, and it was more than double. I'm so, all right. So how did they do this? So the only thing I can think of is they get sponsors and stuff and advertisers on their site, so that's how they basically discount the amount of what the shipping would be. They offset it for you because of their ads or something. I don't know. It's the only thing I can think of because I guarantee you UPS ain't losing the money. I worked for them for over 10 years, and I promise you UPS is not losing the money. They're getting it somehow. Cervical syringomyelia. What is syringomyelia? Is that like the scar tissue, the spider web stuff? Because uh, I might go and have a myelogram done, but the only place that really does it anywhere close is like Duke University. Yeah, I haven't tried ShipStation, but that pirate ship is just stupid easy to use. I mean, it was almost skeptical with how user friendly it was and how easy it was to ship something. What's going on, Pilato? Baldy, dang. Suzanne's going for the jugular. Live to Japan soon. Dude, Wayne, you're going to Japan? Oh, a tear in the lining of the spinal cord. Okay, so yeah, it's a tear in the dura then. Yeah, they found out, Beard, that I have super elevated spinal fluid pressure, and they don't know why. They could never figure out the reason, but how they found out was when they do my lower lumbar, the drill tip just barely made a 2 millimeter hole in the dura of the spinal cord. Well, all of a sudden, the nerve endings in my spinal cord started mushrooming out. And in 45 years, my neurosurgeon never seen it. So that's why I had to have a shunt put in because the pressure was so high. All that good fun stuff. Don't know if it's going to work, but having a simulator in my back June 1st. Oh, stimulator. Diabetes. Yeah. They thought about doing a spinal stimulator in me, but it's usually 50-50 if it works. And I just, those odds weren't good enough for me to bother with it because my left leg is dead. Like it's 70%, can't feel it. It's always asleep. It's been that way for years now. Baldy or naked? Possible trans. Oh, okay. I don't know, Pilato. That it didn't pop up that way for me, unless oh, it may have popped that way. It popped up her. Okay, I see what you're saying now. Sorry, my brain still ain't working right today. All right, Bobby, be safe. What's up, Mike O? Oh, well, I hope you get power back soon, Beard. Yeah, she typed Pilato and I read Baldy. I got you. That's huh. I don't think I had auto translate stuff on, but maybe I do. I don't know. Daily driven is nice. that's one thing I forgot to do is put tags in it. Oh well. Yeah, I see it now. There's the auto translate. All right, now I need to figure out how to turn that off. Yeah, I see it. Yeah. Nothing's going in, but you know. Hmm. That's weird. I'll have to find it later. I don't know where it's at. And I'll probably kill the live if I do anything with it right now. So do we have over Suzanne Rhinestone? Rhinestone Suzanne. She calls it a blue drink, but hmm, yeah, procrastination would be my middle name too, but I haven't decided. I'll do it tomorrow. I tell you, who's great at procrastination is my beautiful wife. That she, she every day, every morning, she gets up at 4 a.m. and it's to wake up and get ready for the day and all that stuff. But yet, every single morning is run, run, Rudolph, trying to get out the door on time. Ah, methylene blue. I got you. I know what that is. I honestly, I can say I've never been drunk. I don't know what a hangover. Well, I probably do know what a hangover feels like, but I, it's never been induced by alcohol. And Suzanne told me the other day she drinks enough for the both of us. So I'll take her word for it. Back in my first semester in college, I went to the library that night or the night before a major paper was due to begin my research. I got an A on the paper. Topic: procrastination. There you go. I procrastinate about a bunch of things. It's one of my worst flaws, I think, is starting a project, starting something, and not finishing it. get halfway done and get distracted by something different or something new and never going back to it. I hate drinking booze. It makes my clothes fall off. Oh. After I finish these pyrography plaques, I've got 4 or 5 left to burn. I'm going to make some for Father's Day, and I've got to make one for my wife's cousin who's getting married soon. I'm going to make them 2. One nice one and one jokey one. One's going to be, I think it's going to say something like, marriage is like uh, a forever slumber party with your favorite weirdo or some crap. I can't remember what it said. What's up, creature? Please don't drink in YouTube. Yeah, like I tell some of the people in BVs, it's dangerous to drink in donut. So don't donate. Don't drink and donate. When I do drink, it's very rare, but uh, it's like maybe once every 2 or 3 months I'll have a mixed drink, something. It's usually rum. I don't like whiskey too much. I can't do wine because wine gives me terrible indigestion every single time. Beer, kind of the same thing. So rum it is. Sometimes just rum on the rocks, straight up. I'm good, but yeah, it's like once every 3 or 4 months. Sometimes not even that much. Just opened a bottle of sparkling ice lifesavers, white grape, and it reminded me a bit of the smell of wine. What am I burning on the sign? The sign says, "For we live by faith and not by sight," which is 2 Corinthians 5:7. Now I traced it with the laser engraver at the suggestion of Trevor. And I have learned with this laser engraver, it's better to trace it on fill mode instead of line because for some reason I don't know, when it does it by line, it doesn't look like the original, like at all. And the letters, it's all like funky and misshapen and I don't know what's going on with it, but it looks a little bit better since I got this new laptop, but it's still not accurate. It's dead accurate when I fill the shapes, but yeah. So you got me a nice wood burning set, but I'm not very good at it yet. Can I ask what tip you use the most? Trying to learn the tips. All right, so the tip I use the most often is this one. It's got a little curve at the end of it, and see, come down a little bit, and it's angled, but that natural curve on the end really helps with doing the letters and stuff like that. There we go. So that's the tip I use the most. The one I use the second most is this one for sharp points and shading. If if it'll focus. And it won't. Come on now. There we go. That's a little better. Well, then it went back out. But anyway, that's the one. I don't use it nearly as much. So this is the one I use the most because this flat edge here, you can do really straight lines with it. This is probably the most versatile tip that I use. You need to do is offset the outer lines inward direction to thicken them. Is that what the fill offset means, Trevor? Because there's three different options. There's fill line and off or fill offset. Because what it looks like on some of the when it does it by does the line, it looks like it starts to draw the letter with the outer line and then it starts doing it with the inner line on the other side. It's really weird. Hmm. Okay. What's up, cousin Benny? Yeah, I mean, as of right now, the using the fill method, I run it. I think it was like 8,000 millimeters per minute and like 20 or 30%, and it does it pretty quickly. It doesn't do it as quickly as the line function does, but yeah, I might do that, Trevor. I might reach out to you and we can hop in Discord or something, and I might pick your brain a little bit, maybe this weekend or something if you're free. Because there's some other things that I ran into on this thing that I asked Steve about, and he'd never seen it before. But like, here, let me show you. Where is it? Here it is. So I laser engraved this eagle, which it turned out great, no issues, except for the very bottom. It squished the it squished the words and the numbers, and it wasn't at the bottom threshold. It was well within the area of um, the working area of the burner of the laser engraver. So I don't know. I've had it do it on another piece too, and it was uh, it was well within the workable range. It wasn't on the border or nothing. I, but yeah, I mean, this was a cool design. I really liked it, and like the thing I made my stepdad, which I need to finish. I need to clean it off first. You know, it started to do it because I engraved it on this piece of walnut, which it turned out awesome. And I did the video on it. But you could see like right here, it started to squish it down here too, and it was well within the working parameters of the burner or the engraver, and I have no idea That's the second or no, that's the fourth piece that did it too. But yeah, I got that knife block to work, except it's still not holding the knives to the board as hard as I want it to, just because it does have the wood in between it. That 1/8 inch, it's still a lot for those magnets. But I put 2 rows. I ran another dado and put 2 rows of 100-pound pull strength magnets, and it's still not. It's holding it to the board, but not holding it to the board hard enough to keeps it from fighting gravity. It'll still go down to the bottom. So that's just how it's going to have to be. Oh man, I forgot about that, Trevor. Yeah, just I tell you what, Trevor, just shoot me an email, or I'll email you my phone number, and we'll get together sometime. Like I said, it's nothing urgent. I found ways to work around it and just trial and error and tinkering with it and stuff. Pilato. All right, Suzanne, have a good one. I appreciate you stopping in. I really need to start disciplining this laser. I need to show it who's boss and just smack it. Where's my hammer? Which I actually used my mallet today for the first time. Mallet and chisel when I was working on my wife's box thing. And I did laser engrave Bice Family Tree on a leather strap and secured it to it. So now I've got it as a hanging strap, and I did it to my big one too. So yeah, that's funny. What's up, 777? Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't slap your laser either, Trevor. That thing would turn around and body slam you. Freaking $24,000 laser. I wouldn't smack it. But yeah, the Bice Family Tree on the. It did great pretty well on the leather. I was surprised. That's my big mallet. And now my daughter got uh, she's a waitress. Her new job, she's a waitress, so her little notepad thing is leather, so she wants me to engrave on it. So Vinny and everybody else that wasn't here at first, I asked the group a question. So like, Bearded Viking has his buttons. Ramon has his gong. Vinny has his chicken, which is hilarious. I love it. So I'm trying to think of some kind of goofy gimmick like that to add to my lives or whatever. Because Bearded Viking and Moyak and all the rest of them in there bullied me until I acquiesced and just said, "Fine, I'll do it." And I put my uh, what is it? Online payment info stuff in my bio. Um, but I don't. I'm not gonna put it in. No, she ain't. Yeah, Amanda trips in my shop. I'm in. Weird, dude. She does that every day. Spank the laser. No, I ain't spanking the laser. So I did put it in my bio. I'm not ever going to list it. I don't plan on listing it in the live chat or pinned comment or nothing like that. But I gave in enough to at least do that. I said, all right, that's that. So that's what got me thinking. All right, well, I need some kind of gimmick, some kind of something funny. Big wind chime. I do have a wind chime out, a big metal one out in the backyard, but that's a little, I don't know. I need something a little more manly, something a little more masculine than that. I don't know. Y'all did insist, jerks. No, it's fun, but I just make sure it's flying in my drink here. You know what, Mike? That's not a bad idea. I could get a nice piece of ash and smack that ash. And then anytime I got a dono or whatever, or new subscriber, or hit a, just smack the ash. And that way, I would be spanking something that would appease Pilato. So I'm gonna go get me some ash. I'm gonna go get me some ash. Uh, Maybe I'll go get some tomorrow. Yeah, Mike plus with your mallet. Yeah, smack it with my mallet. Beat that ash with my mallet. Man, it could spank you ash too. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. A judge bite. Yeah, there you go. This is my gavel, and I'll have my ash. Smack that ash. All right, that I think that'll be, at least for the time being. That's the winning. That's the winning gimmick right now. I'll smack that ash. Smack that ash and smack that like button. I mean, that kind of fits my, sense of humor. So why not smack that ash? You can rub the ash, poke the ash, squeeze the ash. There's a lot of things you can do with the ash. One of my wife's favorite comedy skits is, I think it was Ricky Smiley years ago. Doing the old lady thing. Where's the ashes? What's going on, Steve? How you doing today? Oil the ash. Yeah, there you go, Kevin. Yeah, I'm gonna oil the ash, sand the ash. Well, James, she's not home right now, and she's got a meeting. She might be listening and watching. Who knows? Uh, but even so, she'll think it's funny. But uh, yeah, she's got a meeting till like 5:30 or 6 o'clock tonight. Tap that. That's a nice piece of ash. It's a big old piece of ash. That is some fat ash. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I think that is the winning gimmick right now. That's at the top of the leaderboard. It rubs the finish on its ash. I mean, if I put it on the floor and I fall on it, it means I fall on my ash. I mean, it never graduated high school. It's a real dumb ash. I'll send you the invoice. All right, Mike. I'll pay in maple syrup and maple leaves. My wife hates my dude, Vinny. I love that thing, man. That's hilarious. That's what got me to thinking. Like everybody's got their own little thing and makes it, unique and funny and fun. And I'm like, I need to do something like that. It's hilarious. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I sent BB so many freaking buttons. I sent him. How many did I send him? I think six. I think I sent 16 of them. Yeah, it's 12 or 16 that I sent because I kept one or two. But yeah, it's just it adds to the fun. Yeah, exactly. It's why you use it. It makes it fun. It makes it entertaining. It's maple syrup is gold to us. Hey man, real maple syrup is good, really good. Like it ain't like this cheap high fructose corn syrup crap that they put in the stores. Real maple syrup, man, there ain't nothing like it. Like at Sam's, I get it's like a half gallon. I think it's a half gallon, and it's real maple syrup. It ain't that corn syrup crap, the Mrs. Butterworth or whatever. Just add sawdust to your pancakes. I guess if you're low on fiber, I mean, so sawdust would take the place of like powdered sugar. What is a good stain for like distressed pie? Hmm. What's going on, Mr. Old Path? Alan? Alan, pretty sure I mentioned this. Um, Sweet. That's kind of what I was getting at. I've got, I think I've got another, I think I've got another half. This is a big old hunk of sycamore, and it's got beautiful grain to it, about 2 inches thick. And if you think you can use some of it, I sent some to Jim, and I'm gonna send some to Steve. So I think this is the last one I got. I was gonna send Steve half, I was gonna send you half, and I've also got some cedar crosscuts, same thickness, about 2 inches thick. I was going to send Steve half of one of those and you half of one of those as well. So if you think that's something you could use, dude, this sycamore would make some gorgeous pins, and I think this would be just about the right thickness that you can make some decent pin blanks out of it. But if you can use it, I will cut those in half and ship those out tomorrow. Show enough. Cool. Our friend's family has bees and makes maple syrup on their. Huh. I thought bees made honey. The bees make maple syrup too. They won't let me put it in the Discord. I need to get a sound effects button of a cow mooing. Why? Why? I gotta ask why. 777. Why do I need a cow mooing? All right, Pilato. I appreciate you trying to get me to spank my laser engraver. I'll just start verbally abusing it. See if that helps. Oh, like in my videos, 777. Ah, bees for the hunt. Okay, gotcha. Do they mix them together? Like 50-50 honey and maple syrup? I wonder how that would be. I wonder how that would taste. It might be a little too sweet. That'd be good, though. It may not be bad. All right, Trevor. Have a good one, my friend, Mr. Ed. My grandpa made cane syrup so good, which is mostly made here. Yeah, it's like I like the turbinado sugar, the cane sugar, better than the processed white sugar. Um, I use I use it a lot whenever I do any uh, baking and stuff like that. I use it instead of the processed white sugar. Have a good one, 777. Oh, your grandkids do mix them. Well, they're smart then. Wow, I need to turn this auto translate crap off. So JDH is just says you are welcome, and then when you hover over it, it's wah 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 wah. So, so apparently, wah 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 means you are welcome. So did the auto translator just translate Charlie Brown's adult speech? Did that just happen? I think that just happened. Honey on watermelon. That's something I haven't ever heard of. It makes sense. See what something that my family always did with watermelon. I never understood it. I've never liked it. I don't. My wife even does it. No, I don't. I just they put salt on watermelon. So I understand the taste of sweet and savory, sweet and salty. I get that dynamic. Trail mix and stuff like that. But when I think watermelon, I think okay, it's fruit. It needs to be sweet, and that's the way I like it. Why would I add that saltiness and tartness to it? I don't understand it. I just the salt. I know this ruffles people's feathers sometimes, but salt on watermelon to me is like putting pineapple on pizza. It just doesn't make sense to me. I just don't get it. Honey and lavender. Oh yeah, I've done honey and lemonade. I've done honey in my coffee, honey and tea. Um, I mean, honey. But I've never done honey on watermelon. That does sound really good. I've done. I've put other things in watermelon, like certain alcohols before, but like I said, I've never been drunk. I've never been intoxicated. So hey, I can't help it, Mike. I can't help it. If you like pineapple on pizza, that's fine. I have nothing against you. It's just not for me. My wife loves pineapple on pizza. I refuse to touch it. Gordon Ramsay said it's a no no. I agree with him. That's just the way it is. My wife loves it on pizza. Like, she loves pineapple and chicken and bacon, but I'm like, mm-mm. You can have it, but I'm not eating any of it, and you're going to eat all of it. You go to any true-blooded Italian, and they will tell you pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. And if the people of the motherland say it, I believe them. But hey, to each their own. I ain't gonna talk bad about anybody. They like pineapple on pizza. I still buy it for my wife. I'll order it for her. I don't care. It's just I ain't touching it. You can put pineapple on pizza. That's fine. It's not in my house. I mean, I'm all about trying new things too, but that's just I don't know. I never got that one. It was invented. Okay, so now it all makes sense, Mike. It all makes 100% sense. It was invented in Canada. Okay, I get it now. That explains a lot, Mike. Oh, no, like I said, I mean, I've had dessert pizza with pineapple on it, but it was a dessert pizza. It wasn't even really pizza. No pizza sauce. And it was just chocolate sauce and sugar and fruit, and that's different. But if you have, I don't know, marinara pizza sauce, I think that's what it is that turns me off to it is marinara pizza sauce uh, with the pineapple. I understand the logic of the sweet and savory. I just don't agree with it. I use Verathane after the stain dries, and again, like sanding in between coats, recommend sanding coat. Sanding coats. Lacquer is another good choice. Stay away from shellac finishes. By a Greek immigrant, and oh, so they weren't even Italian. He should have stuck with the gyros and not screw up pizza. Stick with the gyros, my friend. Leg is dead. I need to stand up. So, what's everybody else got going on this lovely Monday part two? It puts the burning on the wood. I need to get some ash, burn some ash. It'll be a hot piece of ash. Hot piece of ash. Steve, are you? Yeah, I'm gonna get me some ash. Maybe I'll shape it like a butt. Take it over to the bandsaw. Stupid fly. Don't want to be your friend. Electric boogaloo. So yeah, I'm gonna get me some ash. I'm gonna shape it like a butt, and I'll smack it. whenever I end a live stream or get a dono or whatever. Where is your Amazon wish list? Whose Amazon wish list? My Amazon wish list? I don't have an Amazon wish list. I guess it sounds like you're telling me I need to have one. I need to get one. I I don't have well, honestly, there's a couple of reasons. One, I didn't know it existed. Two, uh, even if I did have one, I don't know if I would share it because I don't like people doing stuff for me. Like I don't want anybody to. It just makes me feel weird. I just don't. I've never liked it. Even like birthdays and Christmas and stuff. I just receiving anything always makes me feel really uncomfortable and like I've got to reciprocate. I've got to make it even. It's a deep seated thing in me that because my father, my biological father, was kind of a mooch and borrowed and took things from people and never paid them back, never paid child support, for me and my sister. And I think I've got it ingrained in my head that I will do whatever I can to not be anything like that. So yeah, that's probably the reason why. That's a good reason why, or it is the reason why it was so hard for people to convince me to even put my online payment stuff up in my bio because I still feel really uncomfortable about it even freaking being there. But Daniel told me to shut up and get over it. So if Daniel tells you to shut up and get over it, you shut up and get over it. I agree, old Pat. And see, that's the thing. I'm a giver, dude. I love to do things for other people, but it's having to treat, having to teach myself that I shouldn't rob other people of the joy of giving either. And if I'm the recipient, and it's hard to get past the hangups of you know the complex that I have about it. That's all it is. It's nothing personal against anybody. It's not that I'm trying, think I'm better than anybody or whatever. It's just I have some deep seated personal hangups about that I need to work on. I need to get over, especially if I'm going to put myself out there in this environment. Like I don't even like receiving stuff from my mom, my stepdad. I just no, I hate it. And I only ever ask for anything if I just have no other alternative, which thankfully hasn't been often. Don't say it depends. What? Hang on. Random question, Zach. What temp do you burn at? Well, it depends. Uh, right now, I'm burning at 641 degrees Celsius. Um, it does depend on a few factors. One, how deep do you want to burn? How light do you want the burn to be? What type of wood it is? Um, if the wood is going over a piece of, the grain where it's more dense. So Right now, I'm burning at 640 degrees Celsius. Yeah, shut up and get over it. uh, Someone in here has a birthday on the 27th. Who has a birthday on the 27th? Is that you, Beard Grooves? What wood? This wood's just pine, white pine, or the white wood that you get at Lowe's. I mean, this isn't anything special. I get this because it's already milled nice and flat. It's easy for me to stain and shape and all that stuff. So, absolutely, Emily. I'm glad you finally went live. I may have missed your first one, unless that was the first one, because I've been out of it the past couple of days. I haven't been around much of anywhere doing anything. Um, but yeah, most of the wood burning I do is on pine, um, pine and cedar, just because the hardwoods, unless it's something real specific, I don't wood burn into the hardwoods very often, um, unless it's like a special order or something like that. Well, like this one, this cross I made is one of the few times I actually did burn into the hardwoods, and I don't know if it'll show up or not, but you can see and of course it's not, maybe over here, but the thorns and stuff on the cross, I burned those in with the pyrography pen, and that's that Bolivian rosewood. And it definitely burns differently than pine or any of the softwoods because yeah, it's thick and it puts out a lot of oil, a lot of flux when you burn into it. Whereas when you burn into pine, the only time you run into the sap and the oil in the wood is when you go over some of the deep grain or a knot, which I try to avoid knots altogether because it won't burn. It'll just sit there and sizzle. There's that fly. Let's see if I can get him. Yeah, you little bastard. I smacked him. I need to get my floss water out of the kitchen. Yeah, Emily was Vinny. She was on for like 3 hours. She did a long live today. She's kicking butt. But yeah, Emily, that was my advice for those things. Just do what you enjoy doing. Stay engaged with the chat because what they're interested in is what you're doing, what you enjoy doing, and yeah, as long. Oh, gum! You did it for 6 hours. Oh, when I last looked, and it was only going for three. But but yeah, just do the thing. Share what you like to do. You mix it up every now and then. I know you said you didn't want to just keep doing the same thing over and over on your channel, which that's fine. Make it a generic channel about arts and crafts and stuff. It doesn't have to be woodworking. It doesn't have to be. It can be whatever the heck you want it to be. And you know, like I said, I did a video about making beef jerky, And the only reason I made it is because I put out there asking people, "Hey, I make my own homemade beef jerky. Do y'all want to see how I do it?" And I got like 8 or 9 yeses. So I said, "All right, well, I'll make a video on it." So I mean, I was gonna make it anyway. Why not film it? So just don't. The main thing is don't overthink it and just have fun with it. You know, I'm doing some wood burning right now, and y'all can't even see it on the camera because I'm an idiot. So I'm just chatting with y'all, and this isn't a major wood burning anyway. This is just a simple little plaque that I'll sell for 10 or 15 bucks. Oh, you actually tried it, Vinny? That is a really red shirt. Yes, it is. The title did say hangout set. That's right. Brr. Yeah, it is a really red shirt. Oh, that's awesome, Vinny. Hey, that makes me feel good that somebody actually did it, tried it, and it turned out good. I'm glad it did. Like I said, I've been making that beef jerky. My grandparents up in my grandmother really up in Middle Tennessee. She's the one that taught me how to make it, and it turns out flawless every single time. And uh, we can see you a mile away. I'm glad there ain't no bulls around here. I'd be in trouble. Did somebody ask me if I'm sell my beef jerky? I do not sell it. Do you sell beef jerky? No, I do not sell my beef jerky. Uh, I probably could because if I'm not mistaken, I don't have to go through any health inspection, or I don't have to have a license to sell. I think it's dried meats and like baked goods and stuff like that. Um, you don't have to have uh, like the health department or something like that. At least in Tennessee, um, I'll have to double check into that. But if I could sell that jerky, oh, I could make some bank on it. I guarantee you, I would make a lot more doing that than I do woodworking. So yeah, actually, now that you've asked me that question, I think I might look that up, do some research, make a few phone calls, and ask. And if I can sell it without having to go through all that, yeah, cottage laws, yeah, something like that. Um, I may just add it to my line, Bice Family Tree beef jerky. I mean, it technically is through the family tree that my grandmother's the one that taught me how to do it 35 years ago or more. She's been making it since before I was born, but she taught me how to do it when I was 6 or 7. I guarantee I would make more money doing selling my beef jerky than I would work. 100%. Dried meats and baked goods. You do not have to have a health inspection. Okay, that's what I thought. Well, Emily, it depends on how personal it is. I don't. I'll tell you what. You can ask it, and I'll let you know if I'll answer it privately. How about that? I'm usually an open book. I don't. I ain't got nothing to hide. Go for it. Same with funnel cakes, lemonade. Yeah, there's a lot of lemonade uh, booths and stuff that go to our markets. But yeah, dried meats. Um, you don't have to have a health inspection or anything like that, or a license to sell it, or any of that stuff. Baked goods. Yeah, you do need a permit, um, but you don't have to go through a health inspection and all that crap. Oh, well, I mean, it depends, Emily. Well, just I'll tell you what. Email me what you would like. The details, like what do you want them made out of, um, how big, what dimensions and all that stuff. Just email me, and I'll put something together for you. It's not a problem. Were you thinking like exotic hardwoods or something like that? I mean, if it's I don't know if I'd put that something like that out there, but we do a lot of auction and stuff where we sell items and have food for people. That, yeah. Oh, like the one I showed. Oh, the one I held up a minute ago. Yeah, this one. This one is uh, a Duke lined with panga and a Bolivian rosewood center. And I honestly, I don't even know what I would charge for this. I have to do some number crunching because that's, like I said, that's exotic hardwood. And I was gonna sell that one, but I decided to keep it because that's probably, I'd say that's probably $25 worth of wood, maybe something like that. About, minus the waste from the cut and everything. But yeah, about $25 worth of wood. And but I do have a lot of Paduke left. Um, I'm out of rosewood, but they're just a mile up the road, so I can always get more. Gonna include the waste and material cost. Oh yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah. That's why I'm saying, I was including, basically the sawdust is getting cut off of it too. What's up, high back? It's yeah, especially when I haven't sold anything like that. So what I'll do is I'll price it at like BV's price model. What he does is takes the cost, multiplies it times four, and but since this is I do like a family discount. This is what I consider family. So I'll take 30% off, and that'll be the price. But I'll crunch the numbers and I'll let you know, Emily. see if you're still interested in it. But or if y'all can't get the natural the exotic hardwoods there, I don't know what the availability is there. I can get it here and ship it to you, you know, at cost, whatever it costs to get it and ship it. And if y'all want to make the crosses out of it, that's up to y'all. So, got a lot of options there. Half an hour before staycation start. That's what I'm talking about. Well, I mean, your wife's having surgery tomorrow, isn't she? Test cutting a piece of zebra wood from a 1776 flag I'm working. Heck yeah. I mean, honestly, y'all, that cross I made out of scrap. Those were scrap pieces I put together because I kept everything from the hardwood cuts I made from the box, for the boxes. Every bit of that is scrap wood from doing those boxes. So none of that is fresh cut from the boards, straight off. That's the first thing that I made out of it. Yeah, I'll be praying for your wife tomorrow. Hi back. I know that this is one effed up family. We are dysfunctional, my man, dysfunctional. But yeah, I was thinking about that last night. And I'm glad Moyoc saw your message because I saw it and I was like, well, if I win, I know who the heck I'm giving it to. Definitely needs a blessing right now. It's going in for surgery in the next 48 hours. So I'm glad he saw that, caught that before the spin was done. When I was making my cutting board a couple of years back, 19 bucks on wood, selling it for 75 bucks. I got burned out on making them. Yeah, hanging basket planter. You made it? No, I didn't. I need to go look at the. You put a video up of it because my last market this past Saturday, I had two ladies come by asking if I made and sold hanging planters. So whenever I have someone come up and ask me if I have something, I don't have it. I need to make it. So yeah, if you've got a short up, I'll look at the short and I can, as long as I see what it is and how it's put together, I can figure it out. I can usually look at something, reverse engineer it, and put it together pretty quick. They, what's up, Calvin Cooper? The woodworker guild that I joined here locally, they gave me this printout of this. I think it was an octagon planter, and it gave you every angle, every dimension, every cut for like 8 or 9 different sizes of that planter. It told you exactly how many you needed and everything. I thought it was awesome. I may take a picture of it and post it up on my community page, share with everybody. Um, but I thought that was really cool. But it was this little octagon planter thing, which probably turned into a hanging planter too. Now that I think about it. Hexagons, 30-degree rotate and nail together. Yeah. Well, Jake Gummit, John, you too late. I tell you who's been coming up with a lot of cool, crazy ideas, and that's John Ulrich. He has been coming up with some really cool designs. I love that he's coming up with like original stuff and not because that's hard to do. I mean, it really is hard to do. I don't really have that talent yet of just coming up with something original, and I don't want all my videos to be just a spin on what someone else does. You know, I want to. There is. I want to do something that's brand new, never been done, but trying to think of something that's tough. And John's got a knack for it. It really doesn't stop. The dude's just, he just he's a freaking maelstrom of ideas and designs just constantly popping up. And what about what time are you going live, John? Yeah, I back every time he goes live, he's got something new that he's built, and it isn't so much crazy to think that he came up with it. What boggles my mind is when did he have the time to build it? He's always live. He's always got his kids. He's always working. When did he build the damn thing? We would have seen him build it on the live. Dude's just a machine. He runs a sweatshop. Yeah, Luna's his youngest employee. She's really paid in belly button lint and all right, have a good one, Eric. Doing a pin giveaway for the first episode of Turning Tuesdays. Well, that's pretty cool. I think that's my next thing is maybe a lathe. I was thinking about doing that before the laser engraver, but the laser engraver enhances what I'm already doing instead of just starting a whole new craft. So I opted to get it first. But the lathe is coming. Plus, I got to figure out where the heck I'm going to put a lathe. I have no idea. It's going to have to be on the other side of the shop. He pays his employees with song and dance. But what was that nickname, that stripper nickname they thought up for you, John? Mashed potatoes or something like that? What's going on, Mr. Van Lot? You must have been you must have been busy today, because I haven't seen you around much. You're usually out with on all the lives and stuff. You must have been tied up. Oh, the doctor. Yeah. Well, I hope everything is all right, my friend. All right, Miss Susan, I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping in, and congratulations again on that chair. That thing's awesome. Keep Sonny in line for me. I know it's a full-time job. I bet you do. Have a good one, Vinny. Oh, wait a minute. You're not leaving, are you? Oh, okay. I thought Susan was saying bye to you because you were leaving. I mean, you can leave if you need to. Oh, I can't believe my mom stopped in here and said that. Well, yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. She's probably still watching. Oh, good. Dang, Emily. Hmm. Y'all be safe. Keep an eye out for tornadoes because that's definitely where they like to spawn. What burner am I using? I'm using the Firelood, Lood. I got it on Amazon. Um, I don't get any kickback off of it or anything, but there's a link for it in my first video, or it's my second video. It's labeled pyrography. Um, Nosy what? So yeah, the tips. Yeah, tips are really easy to get. This kit comes with like 25 or 30 of them. I've been using this one tip for the past 4 or 5 months, and it hasn't burned up or broken yet. It eventually will. Because the heat and everything, it'll start to get brittle and it'll break. But I'm actually pleasantly surprised that this one it's holding up pretty well. Plus, the more you clean it and sand it and everything, it degrades it over time too. But yep, Firelood. That's the one that I gave away in my 200 subscriber deal, and you people have bought them. Yeah, I don't think Susan, she doesn't do content yet, or I don't know, she may not do content. It's Sonny, her husband, that does the content. Oh, happy ass. Are you saying no tornadoes as in there are no tornadoes, or no, we don't want tornadoes? Because being in Texas, I hate to tell you, Texas gets tornadoes. Memphis gets tornadoes. Hey, we even get hit by hurricane stuff sometimes. It comes up far inland enough. We get a lot of the remnants, and it's nothing but tornadoes and torrential rain because it comes straight up into the, from the Gulf and right into the mainland. Oh, don't want any tornadoes. No, nobody ever wants them. I always wanted to be a storm chaser growing up. Chase tornadoes. I was obsessed with that movie Twister. Yeah, if y'all ain't subbed to Vinny, y'all need to check up from the neck up. Vinny has a fantastic channel. The dude is funny. He's awesome. He's nice. Very different from a lot of the woodworking community. But Vinny's an awesome guy. Y'all definitely need to sub to him if you're not, which I would imagine everybody here is. Sub to Emily too, because she's going to be doing some more content coming up soon, and it will be varied and a lot of fun. Yeah, Twister was a great movie. It was one of my favorites. I mean, it wasn't very realistic, but, and I don't mean in the sense of like physics or anything, but, or the sense of cinematic effects, but the physics of things just, yeah. If you're going to be in the apex of the tornado, that air pressure, and you're strapped yourself to a pipe going 30 feet down, yeah, you're going to get torn to shreds. You're not just going to sit there and your feet float up in the air. Like, how did they not have 2x4s going straight through them? I just. Very unrealistic. Plus, the pressure differences would have torn their body apart. I'm going to have to sand that off. Emily, are you writing down who all was there and who wasn't? Everyone calls me Cousin Vinny. That's right. But you're taller than Joe Pesci, aren't you? That was a good movie too. About 2 feet. Sonny. Well, the wife left and you come back. How long have I been on here? 117 minutes. Good Lord. Let's move this. That's a little better. Been working on a. Oh, you have been here. I'm working building a birdhouse. I got you. I'm just kind of relaxing, chilling in the garage, burning some wood. Probably won't be on here much longer. Headache's starting to kick in again, and even with this air conditioner running in the garage, it is a bit warm. It's still 82 degrees in here. I need to insulate this garage a little bit better. Too much heat coming in and cold air escaping through the garage door. I can see daylight around it, which if I insulate it for the summer, it'll be insulated for the winter. So, damn, that gets hot. All right, Benny, I appreciate you hanging out, my brother. 43. I actually kind of envy you, Greg. I don't envy all that snow you get, but I do envy the temperature. I'll tell you what, y'all. I've been on here for 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours. Wifey will be getting home within the hour. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to clean up, start thinking about doing dinner, and get ready for the wifey to get home, and see what's on the plate for tonight with old BV and Brother Van. Bearded Viking and Brother Van, both BVs. Don't mind the misspelling. It's all good. But yeah, I'll take a look at it, Emily, and I'll get back with you. But I appreciate y'all just hanging out with me, a little hangout session. Figured I'd pop on, do a live, get some watch hours, and see what y'all are up to. So My favorite wood for burning is, well, I mean, it's typically pine, just because it's what I make most of my plaques out of. I don't generally burn in the hardwoods um, too often. If I was going to burn in the hardwoods, maple would be a decent one. But yeah, the cheapest and easiest to get a hold of is pine. I do a lot of burning in cedar too. Cedar burns pretty nice, plus it smells good. So, so I thank y'all for hanging out, and I may go live tomorrow too. I don't know yet. Depends on how I feel. So we'll see. I got a lot of pyrography stuff to do, and it's hard for me to focus and read comments and all that good stuff. But I love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out, and I will see y'all in all the other lives tonight. And next time, maybe I'll have a piece of ash to smack. Smacking that ash. Y'all be good.